Hello everyone. Let's talk about Scholar's Mate, which is also known as the form of checkmate. Let's discuss how to do the Scholar's Checkmate and what can we do to prevent from falling from this type of early checkmate. Okay, let's see. How do we do the Scholar's Checkmate then? Scholar's Checkmate starts with the pawn move e4. Now, pawn move, the main goal of this move is to get the queen and the bishop to the square f7. So we are making way for the queen to get to h5 and our bishop later to c4. Now, most of the move that black would play is e5, which is a natural move, and we can quickly deploy our queen. Now, queen is now pointing on f7. Now, most common reply for black would be knight f6, which is also a good move, protecting the pawn from getting captured by the queen. And now you should not waste any time and you have to bring your bishop on c4 if you want Scholar's Checkmate to work out. c4 directly pointing on f7 and ready to give a checkmate. Now, black might play knight to f6. Knight to f6 simply wants to capture the queen on h5 and thinking that that is a good move. But that doesn't help with the plan because black is not careful, and here we can deliver the checkmate by using our queen. Queen captures the pawn on f7. Check. Now the king cannot capture because the bishop is defending our queen on that square. King cannot move up because the queen is there. Okay, remember we use the queen. We are not going to use the bishop to deliver the checkmate because it's not a checkmate at all. With the bishop, it's not as powerful as the queen. The king can just move one step and we would miss the chance of winning the game in 4 moves. Always remember to use the queen when we deliver a checkmate, not the bishop. The queen to deliver the checkmate. The bishop is there. Now, since we know how to do the Scholar's Checkmate, we should also have to learn how to defend from it. Okay. Now, white plays e4, preparing to move out the bishop and the queen. We just play e5. It's a very good move. Now, when the queen comes out to attack the e5 and also points on f7, we can just develop our knight, and at the same time we protect the pawn and we also control the center. Okay. Now, white continues with bishop to c4, and you can see here that both of them are out and queen is pointing here together with the bishop on f7, and that f7 pawn has only one defender at the moment, which is the king. Now we can play queen e7, but there is a much better move than that, and that is the move g6, pawn to g6, blocking the queen from taking the pawn, and at the same time we also provide space for a bishop so that we can develop it later. Now the threat doesn't end there because now queen to f3 also still making a threat of checkmate the next move. Okay, now we can just go knight to f6. Knight f6 block the queen again from attacking the pawn, and at the same time we develop a knight. And here white is going to give it last try by moving the queen to b3. This time it's not about checkmate but to capture a free pawn, and if white succeeds on taking that pawn, then let's say if black plays some random moves, not really looking at the threat of white could capture, and now the king can move up. That means also the king wouldn't be able to castle anymore. So we would like to avoid that kind of situation. So here we can make some trick. We can play knight to d4. Now knight to d4, why? We allow white to capture the pawn on f7 because after taking on f7, we move the king to e7. Now look at this. The knight attacks the queen while the queen is defending the bishop. If this queen is out, then that means we can capture the bishop. The queen will try to keep standing along the same diagonal to keep protecting the bishop. Maybe he can try to go, the queen could try to go queen to c4, and here we can kick out the queen by playing the move b5. Now, obviously the queen cannot capture the pawn because the knight is protecting it, and now queen cannot move here because there is a knight. Queen also cannot move on that square because there is a pawn, and the queen will have to move somewhere, let's say on d3, trying to protect also this pawn. Now we can capture, and here it's clear that not only black saved themselves from checkmate threat but also gain a piece advantage. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe And thank you all for watching.